Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. This is your math exam coach and I'm excited to walk through another tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to be on vectors and understanding position vectors and how we can do the calculation. So before we jump into today's tutorial, make sure if you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications when we give out more tutorials. If you're an existing viewer or returning viewer, please make sure to share this content with others as well as we grow our community. And please make sure to give some feedback in the comments. If you have any questions that you'd want us to go over and answer on this channel, please share those with us. Okay, so let's dive into today's question. You're given 2 points, P and Q, that have coordinates 2 and 4, minus 3 and 1, respectively. Express PQ as a column vector. So before we jump into that, let's take a look at a general case where we have the y-axis and the x-axis. We have 2 points, 2 general points that I'm going to call this first point P, and this second point it's going to be Q. So this is x1, y2, and the second one is going to be x1, y1. So this is x2, y2. Let's draw a line here. So we have this vector PQ that we want to calculate. So what we can do with each position is we can express each position as a position vector. So this point Q can be expressed as a position vector, or Q, which is equals to x2, y2, and we can express P as a position vector, which is x1, y1. So this is just from the origin to P, from the origin to Q. So once we have that, now we can create a vector between Q and P, right? So how do we get that? That's the question. So we want to be able to express PQ using these position vectors, right? So if we have these position vectors, or Q and or P, we know that Q, in order for us to get OQ, we need to, this is in the same vector, right? So we need to subtract this to get PQ, right? So we're just subtracting the value between the origin and P. So what this means is we have x2, y2 minus x1, y1, which we can then simplify as x2 minus x1, comma, y2 minus y1. Right, that's the simplest form we can write this in. So what do we do now with this information? So let's go to the next slide here. So we are given, for this question, we're given, let's make that clear. For this question, we're given P is 2, 4. You're given Q with the coordinates -3, 1. Remember, we said we can change this coordinate into position vectors, which is still 2, 4, and our Q here, which is still -3, 1. Right, so now what we can do in order to get PQ is exactly what we did. We just calculated that as x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, right? So we can simply substitute here where, we have x2 as -3 minus x1, which is -2, and we have y2 minus y1. So y2 is 1 minus y1 equals to 4. So we end up having -5, -3. So we can come back in here, and our answer is -5, -3. That's our solution. So make sure you give us feedback on this question or something that you want us to cover. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share with others as well. Until then, goodbye for now.